want to talk to you.
Hey, you got some beefs.
Hit him up!
Move 'em out.
Move 'em out!
We want to know what's bothering you in the world of sports. Give Murph a call at 312-644-6767. That's 312-644-6767. And tell him what's beefing you in the world of sports. What's Your Beef is brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering.
Oh, my friends at Brown's want to hear from you. I noticed the phone lines are jammed. That means when someone hangs up, dial quickly. It'll get you in for the second round of phone calls. What's Your Beef? Brought to you by Brown's. It tastes better. Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering. BrownsChicken.com. All right, let's go to the phone lines. And, man, so many beefs. So many beefs. Let's start with Ryan on the north side of Chicago. Hello, Ryan.
Hey, Murph, how you doing? Long-time listener.
Hey, I appreciate it. Ryan, you're first in. You're the first beefer. Go ahead, buddy.
Well, I'm just a little slightly younger than you, and I remember a time when, I got a beef with the baseball schedulers. I remember the time when the Cubs would be home on the weekend and the Sox would be gone on the weekend. Yeah. Well, if you look this year, they're both home this weekend, and there's been other weekends when they've both been away.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, the classic example, the Cubs at the Milwaukee Brewers Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sox up at the Minnesota Twins last Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now they're both back in town. You would think all they needed to do was borrow John DeWan's computer and work this thing out, right, Ryan?
Exactly, and it just kind of gets me, especially on weekends.
Hey, how about the vendors? How about like my buddy Abe, the vendor? All the great vendors, they like to work both sides of town. I guess they could do that because you got night game with the White Sox, day game with the Cubs. But still, you know what? It's a lot of extra double work for those folks. They got to carry that rack of beer around twice the same day, and then they're both out of town, and they got nothing to do. I love it, Ryan. Are you a vendor?
No, but you're right, though, because I know that like this weekend and also on the weekend of the 23rd, the Cubs are both and Sox are both home on afternoons games. I know the 23rd, the Tampa Bay game was scheduled for an evening. Now it's in the afternoon, and the Cubs are playing Washington.
Well, I know what it is, Ryan. It's probably Bud Selig. They didn't want to pay for the computer program, so they still have a folding card table, and they got all the little cutouts and they're trying to match it up like the old days by hand.
Think about it. How about the weekend?
Thanks, Ryan. I'm getting a headache, buddy. Okay. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it very, very much. Yikes. He's right, though. John is on the south side of Chicago. Hey, Johnson.
Hey, Murph.
Hey, John, what's your beef?
My biggest beef is Mike Quade. He has to be the worst third base coach in baseball.
Now, now, hold on. Is this tool of the week or what's your beef?
Oh, my beef is that he ran he ran Darryl Ward and got thrown out at home. Then the next game he ran Derek Lee. He got thrown out. But you have Mike Fontenot, who won the fastest guy in the world. He can't score from first on the double to right field.
You know why?
And then Terrio, he in second. He can't score from a single in center.
Well, you know what he's doing? He borrowed that coin that Lovie Smith and Ron Turner flip every day to decide who the quarterback is. He flips it. Stop, go, yes, no.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. You know what? It's silly.
The silliest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. 312-644-6767. What's your beef? Hey, Browns, Italian beefs, Italian sausage, lunchtime, put them together. What do you call it, Lonesome George? A combo.
Oh, am I hungry? How hungry am I?
Hungry enough that you could have two combos. What's your beef, Lonesome George?
I got a beef with a certain football management team in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I didn't know if it was a running joke in a newspaper, but why would you want your star player – why would you pay your star player not to play?
Because they didn't want him going to the Vikings and beating their fanny.
I still don't understand it. I got a beef.
Hey.
Life's a mystery, Mike.
Hey, put it together. Call it a combo, George. Combo!
Combo!
Ah, thank you. George is a little off his game today. Lonesome. Maybe he's dreaming about a gourmet chicken sandwich with the bacon at Brown. That's probably why he was a little sidetracked from the combo. Look at one line open for the first time, 644-6767, Murph till 2, Cubs pregame, Sox and Bears. But Joe in Stickney. Hello, Joe.
Hey, Murph, how are you?
I'm fine, my friend. What's your beef?
My beef is with umpires that won't get themselves in position to make a call.
I tell you what, the position, a lot of them, I'd like to see them bending over, grabbing their ankles for a swift kick in the fanny from Joe in Stickney.
Right. Well, the other day, Neil Kotz was trying to make a play at first, and he had the guy up, but he was positioned right in back of the first baseman. All he had to do was move 2 feet to the right or left.
They're lazy.
Very easy.
They're arrogant. And they're starting to do the thing again where they're expanding the strike zone like back in the Maddox, Glavine, Smoltz era before they turned in their resignations and were shocked to find out they'd all been let go. And then they sued MLB for accepting their resignations. That's what these umpires do.
I know they do.
Thanks a lot, Joe.
Okay,
Good beef, buddy. Good beef. Let's go back to the phone line, see who's beefing next.
Murph?
Yeah, Joe, I'm very busy. What is it?
What's your beef?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
What, my beef? Oh, that's what I said. It doesn't matter. In fact, let's text question right now. 67011. All right? Text me. 67011. Does it matter? Yes or no? Oh, what's the question? Orton or Grossman? Does it matter? Yes or no? Doesn't matter. 67011. Text me quickly. Does it matter? Yes or no? The question, Orton or Grossman? Does it even matter? Let's bring in, it's Mike from Rogers Park. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Murph, how you doing?
Oh, I'd be doing better if I had an Italian beef and Italian sausage, put it together, call it a combo from Brown's. I'd be doing even better, but I'm happy to be talking with you, Michael.
All right. My beef is with Major League Baseball, Murph.
Yeah.
Major League Baseball does not have instant replay, but the Little League kids, 12 years old, are having instant replay for the Little League World Series, August 15th to August 24th,
Pour it out.
2008.
Don't stop. Pour it out of yourself. I agree with you. You know what? I couldn't believe it. I was incredulous. I said, I must be reading this wrong. Instant replay for the Little League? You know what I figure it must be, Mike?
Yeah, Murph?
You know what I think it's got to be? I'll bet you a guy like Bud Selig said, I know what we'll do. We'll start it with the kids. You see, first we'll give it to them on the street corners. Then they'll get a little older, and then they'll be used to it, and they'll want it, and they'll crave it, and then we'll have them stuck because they've had it since they were in Little League. There's no reason for Little Leaguers or Major Leaguers to have instant replay. And you are going to go visit my friends at Brown's. Great beef. Hang on, okay, Michael?
Thanks a lot.
All right, buddy. It tastes better. Music's here already. Time for Fred. Second round of phone calls right around the corner. What's your beef? Brought to you by my friends at Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering, the Chipotle Bacon Club, the Fiesta Bacon Con Queso, and the Bacon Mushroom Swiss with the Honey Dijon. Great new gourmet chicken sandwiches. Check them out today at Brown's. Hey, it's the great Brown's chicken, and everything, fellas, everything tastes better with bacon on it.
Move 'em on, hit 'em up, raw high.
Donovan, I've got your mom on the line, and she's got a major beef.
Let's return now to another round of phone calls on Mike Murphy's What's Your Beef? I'll steal that big voice guy's jobs. Let's get back to the phones, see what the fans are beefing about. I know they're not beefing about a wonderful lunchtime at Brown's. I'll send you there if you have the best beefs, just as they do. Frank Portillo says, Murph, I love putting together the Italian beef, the Italian sausage, calling it a combo. Let's go next to T-Bone in Aurora. Hello, T-Bone.
Hey, Murph, great show.
Hey, T-Bone, by the way, I've got my thank you. By the way, I've got my text question rolling here at 67011. T-Bone, what would you guess the yes and no percentages right now? I said Orton or Grossman, does it really even matter? Yes, no. What do you think the percentage? Do you think more people are saying yes or no? Does it really even matter? Yes or no?
I would be saying yes for Orton.
No, that's not the question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Does it even matter? Does it even matter? Yes or no?
Yes.
Well, no. 60% say no, it doesn't matter. The results are going to be the same. You say you're a yes guy at 40%. So your cup of beer is about 40% filled up. I love it.
As long as I have a half a cup, Murph.
What's your beef, T-Bone?
Hey, it's on the TV broadcasters when they don't accurate reporting, I guess.
Yeah.
I listened to Lawrence Holmes' show earlier, and they had the broadcast for the Milwaukee Brewer game with a fight between fielder and pitcher.
Uh-huh.
And then the broadcaster was going on how the Milwaukee was falling apart after the Mets swept the Brewers at home.
Right.
And I'm listening, and I go, the Mets. I go, isn't it a little bit... What about the Cubs?
It was. They said, the Brewers haven't been the same since the 4-game sweep by the Mets. That's not. I think it was the Cubs last time I looked, right?
That's what I thought, Murph.
Hey, good catch. Nicely done. Thank you, T-Bone. Everyone's beefing today. Everyone's going to Browns. Let's go to Awesome Bill is next on the score. Hello, Awesome Bill.
Murph, you can call me by my old handle, especially for this segment, Byproduct.
Oh, what's your beef stew? What's your beef stroganoff? What's your beef byproduct? I love it. I remember very well. Awesome Bill, what's your beef?
Murph, my beef is with the cancellation of the free Chicago Bears family night at their training camp. They've had it at Bourbonnais for years. They canceled it, so now they can charge us, last week, to go and see the thing for $7 and paying parking to Old Man Daly for another $10 to get in the place. And last year it was free at Bourbonnais.
The silliest thing I've ever heard in my life.
What's that, Mr. Mayor?
Silly.
Huh?
It's silly.
Now, I had forgotten. I knew something had slipped by me, Awesome Bill, and, of course, that happens quite regularly. But that family event, so are you sure they're not holding a similar event in Bourbonnais?
I'm positive. I just got off the telephone with the Chicago Bears up in Lake Forest.
I can't be more positive than that. You did the homework. You did the research. Now you're going to go visit my friends at Browns. It tastes better. All right, Bill?
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Next time you're coming through, there's 50 locations around Chicago, Chicagoland, and Northwest Indiana. Dean is in odd and beautiful Sterling. I don't know if there's a Browns way out west there, but I know one thing, Dean. When the tornadoes are coming toward Chicago, you know about it 2 hours first in Sterling, don't you? And a big windup and a pitch. There you go, Dean. How are you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing fine. Is there a Browns in Valparaiso or in that area?
If not, I'm going to build one there.
Hey, thanks a lot.
All right, what's your beef?
I have a beef with the Green Bay Packers organization, and not just because I'm a Bears fan, but I kind of during the last few months, I've just been confused with the whole Brett Favre situation, and during this time, Aaron Rodgers has been taking it pretty well, and just hearing over while I was on the phone, I'm hearing that there's going to be a trade with Favre, so I just don't know. This whole thing, the Packers are really not knowing what they're going to do because they originally filed tampering charges against the Vikings. Now,
but the guy retired on him twice in 2 years.
I know. It's like...
See, I know the polite and the common thing these days. Oh, you know what? The Packers got to bend over backwards. This guy. I think even Brian Hanley, who I usually agree with, was saying the same thing. Baloney. The guy has screwed up your organization twice in 2 years, right?
Yeah, and I don't think this Ari Fleischer, I think the last name is, from the White House, the former White House guy. I don't think he's going to help much either. I'm sure.
All right. Steve from Sterling, let us know when the next tornado's coming. Eric's in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Hey, Eric.
Hey, Murph, how you doing?
I've never been better. What's your beef?
Hey, I was out in Bourbonnais last week, and I brought my 10-year-old, and my beef is against these Bears fans, the adults that are shoving kids out of the way, reaching over them for autographs, and keeping young kids from getting autographs.
Hey, you know what? They card you your ID when you buy alcohol, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Okay, yeah. Eric, what if you could impose an age, such as 21 to buy alcohol, you have to show your ID. What would your age be to card anyone? You got to be this age or younger to go ask for an autograph, unless you're getting it for your son. But I don't think most of those guys, they're in it for profit. What would you think the cutoff would be for, asking for an autograph if it's for yourself?
Well, I would think something like 18 to 20.
Okay.
But, you know, if I were a Bears player, you know, and I saw a whole row of fans lined up there, I think I would sign the kids' autographs first.
Go to
you
the
know,
kids.
ignore the adults.
Yeah, but then the adults will knock the kid over, you just said.
Well, no, I mean, I only signed the kids' autographs is what I'm saying, and I wouldn't even sign the adults. Maybe the adults will quit reaching over the kids.
I like it. Hey, Eric, good beef, buddy. Oh, another effervescent, invigorating segment of What's Your Beef? My friends at Brown's, you know that it tastes better. Go visit Brown's today for lunchtime. I'm hungry. You're hungry. Brown's is waiting for you. Also, those great gourmet chicken sandwiches.
Thanks for participating in What's Your Beef. Join Murph for another edition of What's Your Beef. What's Your Beef has been brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering. All winners of the Mike Murphy Show are only eligible to win prizes once in a 60-day period.